Good morning, Greenmont. Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mason Sprouse, son of Seth and Stephanie Sprouse. I was asked a couple months ago to share the message for this morning, and at first I didn't want to. But then I was like, forget that, it's not about me, it's for God. But I still was nervous and didn't want to do it. So I was debating and wondering what to do. Then out of nowhere, Carolyn Shank messaged me saying Esther Pereira was going to do the message. Thank the Lord. But then she asked me to share my testimony, of course. So once again, I was like, it's not about me, so I said I would do it. So here I am, shaking like a canebrake rattler. So sorry if I stutter or forget what I'm saying. So long story short, I've been raised in a Christian home my whole life. Regularly going to church and youth group. I went to Stewart Shaft Elementary School. I don't remember a ton about it other than it was terrible. I always got picked on and made fun of. So long story short, my parents pulled me out to be homeschooled the third week of third grade. It was different in a good way. I was happy my grandparents could come get me whenever I wanted, to go play golf, go hunting, fishing, shoot guns, or to work. So fast forward a couple years, things started to change. It was like something was missing, but I didn't know what. Maybe it was my faith. Yes, for sure, but that wasn't it. I was lonely from not having friends. So life goes on and my pain only got worse, and I began to become selfish and bitter. I was overwhelmed and depressed for a long time, until I figured out I was going to Riverheads High School for my ninth grade year, where I felt like I would make friends, play football, and be with the girl I had been waiting on, which were all things I were hoping and praying would happen, all of which came true about the second week I started Riverheads. I was making tons of friends, I was one of the best players on the football team, and I started talking to that girl. I was finally happy and felt myself. Things were finally going my way. I was doing good academically and socially, and I had football, and felt like I had it all made. Then things took an unexpected twist. Quite literally, I broke my hip the second week of football practice, and things began to spiral from there. My life slowly but surely became a country song. I lost being able to play sports. The girl ditched me a week before homecoming. Academics fell off. I'm crying in class and calling my mom in the bathroom. No, no, seriously. Lonely and depression began to take over once again. All of the plans that I had for myself crumbled, and as it became clear that God had different plans for me, I became distant and bitter. In my bitterness, the enemy came with lies. I began to believe them, beginning to step away from my identity in Christ, and I really began to lose myself. And as the enemy does, he brought his lies and temptation. I fell into temptation, looking for anything that would ease the pain.